So it seems like YouTube rides again. Excuse my voice, everybody. I have a bad cold and I'm not feeling real good, which is another punch in the face this morning. I woke up to see YouTube was cutting monetization for the small guy, basically, is what it boils down to. So I don't think it really matters that much. I mean, I have a job and I do something else for my real money. It's more of a hobby. I've always used the nickels and dimes that I've earned on YouTube as incentives to keep doing what I do. Not that it's the money that drives me, but it's kind of the metric that I'm most familiar with when I measure success. So, when I make $20 in a month, I feel all excited because, hey, I'm doing something. And I've kind of been collecting money since the beginning of YouTube. Kind of had a goal in my mind to say, hey, once I hit a certain amount of money in my account, I'm going to pull it out and buy a drone or a camera or something cool. So just those little nuggets and things coming along the time has always been kind of fun to watch. So I get an email this morning. I'm going to go ahead and put up the image of what the email said. You can kind of pause it and read it if you want to. The gist of this email says, if you don't have 4,000 hours of viewership over this past year and 1,000 subscribers, then we're going to take away your monetization until you meet those thresholds. And then we will review your standings and see if you still conform to everything that we want. And then if you do, we'll reinstate your monetization. So it doesn't sound like, hey, as soon as you hit those marks, it's coming back on. It's going to be something, of course, you're going to have to go through and request and wait. And I'm sure it's going to be a process. So if you don't get 4,000 hours of viewership over a year and you don't have 1,000 subscribers, you're not making any money anyway. So there's really nothing that they're taking away other than the nickels and dimes that made you maybe proud of the little things that you did. But it's kind of a bad message. It's kind of a knock against the small guy, in my opinion. And I understand what they're saying. But my question would be, okay, you're cutting my monetization. Does that mean you're no longer going to run ads on my channel? I bet not. I bet you're still going to run ads on my videos, but you're just not going to pay me for it. So, I mean, there's going to be a win-lose situation, I bet, on this situation. And it's going to be YouTube makes more money from their ad revenue, and the little guy is not going to get paid. So that's kind of how it feels to me, but we'll see how it pans out. I don't think it's a great move, but then again, it's not the end of the world for me. I mean, I have a job, so I'm not worried about it, but it would have been nice to have just had these things in place to strive for more and get better as I go along. But I guess now I have to set my goals towards viewership and membership, which should be the goal anyway, I think, ultimately with YouTube. So not a huge deal, not a big deal for me. It's a little bit of a bummer and it doesn't feel right, but it's their business, right? We have to just do what they do.